And to be fair, like if a woman came up to you and was like, "I've survived 638 assassination attempts," and you're looking cute, would you not pay attention to her?
Ayo.
That is one badass woman who's paying you attention. So if Castro's like, "I've survived 638 assassination attempts," you want to get out of here? Your answer is yes.
He's a boss ass bitch. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just do it. How do you say thank you? No. Like,
I'm hearing it in my head, like the shit that he's saying. It's like less Antonio Banderas, and it's more like Dos Equis guy, which is like so offensive. I'm not doing it.
yeah.
But just
Don't do
imagine him
Antonio
saying,
Stay
Banderas.
thirsty, my friend.
Stay thirsty. Stay
"That's
thirsty for
just so
killing me."
inappropriate." That's
Yeah.
so inappropriate. That's the
Really,
voice
there
I'm
has to
imagining.
be like the CIA is so good at fucking overthrowing people in Latin America. I'm so fucking confused how they fucked that up. So bungled that just so terribly.
Oh, they were on a tear for a little while. They were on a tear.
Yeah, they were lighting shit up, but like, the thing is, most of those places had a strong reactionary presence that the CIA cultivated with their Nazi assets, and like
Right.
they didn't really have that in Cuba because Castro was like, wait a minute, if we let the Nazis stay here and we let the capitalists stay here, they're gonna go ahead and try to kill me.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
Yeah, what a prescient guy. All right, hold on, I'm just checking one last thing here.
You can imagine him saying all this as a pickup line right after this happened.
it says
Almost
his
certainly.
cause
I
of
mean,
death
like,
was
you know,
not
and to be
disclosed, so
fair,
I'm pretty
like,
sure
if
the
a
mountain
woman came up to you and was
is
like,
what
"I've
did it.
survived 638 assassination attempts," and you're looking cute,
The mountain from Game
would
of
you
Thrones.
not pay attention to her?
No, I was talking about the painted
Ayo.
mountain with the LSD.
That is,
Oh
I
yeah.
thought she was gonna talk about some anime stuff where they throw a mountain at somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the last thing they did.
You never just threw a mountain at somebody?
No, they
Here, catch
tried.
a Kilimanjaro.
That was Operation Atlas Shrugged. They just tried
That's
lifting
good.
up a mountain and dropping it on Cuba, but they fucked up. Yeah.
I know you don't have a job, but have you tried throwing a mountain on somebody?
I know you don't have a job, but I do know what you're doing tonight. You're on the Sons of Tree Air live stream /podcast.
Oh shit! What up?
I know. And since that's true, it must also be true that I happen to be Dan Cohen, the host with the least. And if that's true, then I must be joined tonight by Cenk Engels.
Oh hey, self-hating capitalist. Up a tier in the introduction list. Let's go.
I'm going off of the Discord list, so don't be too excited.
I'm not.
I must also be joined by the artist formerly known as EattheRich and now known as Gangstalicious.
Gangstacles.
Gangsta-
Delicious.
Gangstalicious.
Gangstalicious is a Boombox character.
It
What is this? What is he? A
pretty
caricature
cool.
of a
Oh,
human?
yeah, I can't call you Gangstalicious. That would be outing you.
Homies.
Gangsta
Homies
Cleans.
over hoes, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
It was the most deaf voiceover. It was so good.
I'm just gonna say this. If you guys would quit changing your names, I'd be better at this. I want my name to be Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yeah.
Spaghetti. And I must be joined tonight by Mallory.
That's me,
It is you. We're gonna have to work on your openers. I'm sorry. I just gotta get started.
Mallory.
I know it's your third time. You gotta
It
get
is my first time, yes.
Yeah. Third time.
First time as a official.
Yes. It's the newest son. Given
Third
birth
time's the farm.
from the beautiful womb of Trier. And
It's icky and gooey in there.
Heyo.
it's all sorts of mucus. It's kind of like my throat. All right, and getting that image out of my head. Last but certainly not least, I'm joined by the True Horror.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey.
It's Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday.
If you listen to this, you have a wild Saturday night. That's you.
You are definitely high on something right now.
That's you and us.
Yeah. You're
Saturday
definitely-
night Gangstacles.
Saturday night
Yes,
Gangsta
yes.
Please, not Gangstalicious. I can't out you.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry.
That's actually my slave name.
That's
That's my government name.
Oh fuck.
So, What's on the docket tonight? What's
Mm.
what's grinding your gears, gang? What's going down?
I heard a lot of terrible stuff happen, but I was at work a lot, so I was just kind of looking at my phone, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like a bunch of times. But then I didn't go deep on none of that shit. I didn't look at that big honeypot thing those guys built. I didn't look at that.
Well,
I think Biden still owes me some money.
Yeah, he definitely does.
fair enough. Well, yeah, I suppose we can talk about that. First, I'm going to take a little stop and brag about my current Facebook or excuse me, Twitter jail time.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that.
What did I make?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, it's considered a violation of the sexual harassment rules if you watch a video of Brian Kilmeade absolutely punking out to a sixth grader, and if you happen to tweet at him, you're a petty slut.
Yeah.
So who
I
knew?
don't see the problem.
A petticoat?
You know,
I
we
mean,
need protests. What we need.
we've
Free
we
my
Guess
man.
they don't
all
like the
had-
truth on Twitter.
we've all had a lot of fun with Brian and at Brian's parties. There's no reason for us to all get all fucking hoity-toity and judgy now.
Can you imagine?
Okay,
Can you imagine a Kilmeade party?
I mean, I can now.
I
I mean,
definitely can
I
imagine
don't
know
want
a
to.
Kilmeade party.
you know what they say, a hit dog hollers, and man, he scrolled through a lot of people telling him to suck their dick from the back and to fuck himself and to fuck his mother. He scrolled through a lot of people telling him a lot of things, and man, when he saw slut, he fucking stopped and reported like a fucking pussy, like
That's true.
instantly. Yeah, a hit dog hollers.
Yeah.
We know something about Kilmeade now.
Yeah, I
He
hit.
is
If I got banned,
promiscuous.
if I got a 7-day ban for that, I hit him right in the fucking feels. I
The
hit.
Fifi.
Yeah. So like, you know, we're apparently drawing the wrong kind of attention, or right, because like frankly, if all I'm drawing is Kilmeade's ire, that big four-headed slut, that's fine
Yeah.
with me.
That's
Yeah.
fine with me too.
Jesus
not-
Christ.
We're not slut shaming here. I'd just like to point out, like, it's just Kilmeade, really.
Yeah.
It's just
We're Kilmeade shaming.
We are
yes,
Kilmeade
we're-
shaming.
shaming someone from being Brian Kilmeade,
Yeah.
I
which
am
is
perfectly okay with
just-
that.
Yeah, and
You're like-
honestly, you should be Kilmeade shaming. Like even when he says something
Yes.
relatively right, you should still perfunctorily shame him because he should be ashamed of himself.
you're like the unformed fox and friend. You're like the
Rub his
fox
nose.
and friend.
And enemy.
Rupert Murdoch has joined the chat.
Oh, good day, mate. I'm gonna skin me a wallaby and eat its innards.
They're like, sir, we're growing the fox and friends. All 5 of them are almost ready, and he was like, I said 4 or whatever.
I said 4. Now you me be. I gotta go hide in a kangaroo's pouch and suck up the vital nutrients.
And they're like, you don't want this 5th one, Brian? He's almost done. And he's like, stop.
Leave it be. Look at
Like-
the forehead on that thing. Hey, it gets any bigger, they'll confuse it for a landing strip and cause plane crashes. It will. I don't know why I'm turning him into a Cockney Australian.
He got very cockney.
He's very Cockney. I just imagined him to be the hitcher from Mighty Boosh. That's what I imagine. That's Rupert Murdoch. G'day. Well,
Probably.
one day I'm gonna cryogenically freeze myself as well, and when we both wake up in the future, I'm gonna take your forehead and I'm gonna fuck it.
is that how it goes in Australia? Do you affect, like, if you're
Aye.
wealthy, like, do you affect, like, are you a loyalist? Are you a lobsterback? Are you a Tory? Like, if you're
Aye.
wealthy in Australia,
That's right.
do you miss the crown and you
Yeah.
start to, like? Because I don't know any Australians.
I gotta tell you
Zero.
about the Queen of England. I met her one time, and it was in her
Miserable
youth,
old bat.
1995, when she looked like a peach. And I gotta tell you, after we decided how to divvy up the last few hundred remaining British slaves between Fox News and the Crown,
In the crown.
I fucked
Oh
her.
god.
I fucked her right on Prince Andrew's corpse.
And when I came to,
What's that?
and when I came to,
And when I came to, I found Prince Andrew fucking a child. And I gotta tell you, legally these are all jokes. You can't sue us because you're fucking. I don't know who the fuck. Who was her husband? Was that Prince Andrew?
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah, Philip.
Oh yeah,
Her-
Philip. That was Philip's corpse. That was Philip's corpse. At the time, he was alive, but yeah,
Her
No, he wasn't.
Her
Not
cousin.
The
really.
ghoul formerly known as Philip.
the ghoul got his ass. Look at that thing. I'm putting this in chat. I can't shame the listeners with this.
I mean, they're all ancient. I mean, it's hard to say.
That thing
Even
is.
the young.
Look
It
at
Oh
occurs
He's
to
man.
me.
alive and well, getting ready for 2024.
It occurs to
God.
me. It occurs to me. Tokyo Ghoul is a lot more appealing than American Ghoul.
Yeah.
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 So
Usually
anyway.
go with like a really expressionist style. They don't do all the detail, you know.
Yeah. Well, all right. Since we got a special request from John, and True, you brought it up, let's talk about the Black Hammer for a moment. You guys heard about this?
I heard that they built a thing and that they wanted you to come there, and then I closed my phone and I was like, I can't fucking look at this right now. This looks like some Waco shit. Is that what it is?
Kind of. Essentially, first off, again, I'm going to share the screenshot with chat. I'm not going to subject the viewers to this. That's rude. You know, they believe that we're denying the fans something. And if I contest to you that if I open the Ark of the Covenant and the rest of you are responsible to look in the Ark of the Covenant with me, should
no,
we
yeah.
inflict that on randos? I don't think so.
No, you don't want to look in here.
No.
This is also
you know.
primarily an audio-based podcast, so like, you know.
Well, I could change
Yeah.
the picture. I have
we
that
could
power.
change the picture, I suppose.
We could. Plus,
Oh,
you
they've
wait.
got a logo and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
They definitely what they do. There's a guy. Shit. Who did the Russian Nazbol movement? Because I'm kind of giving up the game here, but there's this the National Bolshevik
I've given
Party.
up the game.
It was founded in, let's see, about 1993, right?
Yeah.
And there's this dude, I think his name Alexander Dugin. All right, so this guy basically was like, what if we adopted fascism but for the working class? And what if fascism
I
was
could foresee nothing going wrong.
nothing weird here, right?
Well, they were sliding into what? They were sliding into post USSR, and everybody was all directionless and pissed off, right?
Yeah.
I would also like to add to that list. Let's have an ethical capitalism.
I'll have one ethical capitalism, please.
Yeah.
From the capitalism store.
Well, okay, so basically the sleight of hand there is the Soviet Union falls in 1991, and in 1993 this guy Alexander Dugin basically is like, well, you know, fascism's strong point is that reliance on the past. Our past though isn't monarchy. Our immediate past is like communism. So what if I adopt you know, elements of communism and elements of National Socialism, aka Nazism, and kind of just force the two, right? And so here's the great picture on that one, and this is on the Wikipedia page. This one I won't subject the viewers to yet again, but you guys have to look, enjoy it. Take a look at that and tell me if that looks different than the commie flags you've normally seen.
Yeah.
Now,
Just a little bit.
Sorry, I don't know how to use her well.
what's that? What was that, Gangsta-Cleese? Okay, he's totally
Yeah.
silent. Oh,
Eh.
yeah.
Wait. Here I am.
Okay. Yeah. So as you notice, he clearly picked one team's color scheme with the other team's symbology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't look uncomfortable or fucking like an unholy abomination for everybody involved.
I mean, like,
Kind of scared looking at it.
Yeah, right. It's very uncomfortable. It catches the eye, but in the same way that a train wreck catches the eye.
I mean, like, I'm trying to figure out this motherfucker's logic, and the only thing like, okay, if like you're in public and you see like a hammer and sickle, like the exact USSR flag somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and you know it doesn't like universally mean like communism or whatever, like, you know, technically that's the flag of a specific thing, like, and you see like another like super lib or chud type communist hating type American dude, and he like looks at it, and he's like, "Bleh," or
Shut
whatever, like expresses right. It expresses any kind of disgust, then you're like, okay, so that does something. That little shape, like, you know, I don't give a fuck, but like that little shape, that did something to that guy. And then you're like, if I had that little shape on my hat, I'd be like, fuck you, that guy. Like, I'm trying to get in the mindset of doing this, but I'm like, who are you trying to say fuck you to? Because the Nazis
Capitalism, dude.
were gonna fuck everybody.
Yeah, he's trying to say fuck you to capitalism because, like, in 1993, capitalism was absolutely ruining Russia, like just destroying what little they had. So
Big
he was,
surprise there.
yeah, big surprise, right?
Yeah, there's no backsies. There's
Yeah,
no backsies. You can't be like, oh, we're gonna go back to fucking free market blood sport.
yeah. Like
There's no backsies.
if you think dialectically, there is a reason this worked in this specific instance, where you merge far left and far right ideology and kind of pick and choose. Um, but it's very, very odd. And like, I'll say this as an aside, it really doesn't work anywhere else. And the reason I say that is because the Black Hammer is essentially trying to do the same thing, but only for black people.
Okay, all right.
But then it's only for the black reactionary crowd. And I mean pure reactionary. Like, we need to form a separatist black state within America, which I can't believe that they know. I can't believe that they know a lot about history, because historically speaking, black states don't fare well in relation to America.
Yeah,
Like, that's not.
America.
Surprise.
Yeah. So like, you're gonna try to take American territory from the U.S. Army and
Good luck there.
Yeah, that should work well. That should-
Yeah, and then you're going to try to form an all-black nation in Colorado, where you're surrounded by literally nothing but hostile powers. And
It just sounds like
Landlocked and all.
yeah,
it sounds like
That's the
you
socialism
remember.
problem.
You remember in the end of American History X, like he finally gets to the big Nazi, or you know, it's like 3/4 of the way through. Like he finally gets to the big Nazi, and he's like, "I'm here, master," or whatever. And it's just like this old dude that like lets a bunch of kids like have punk shows at his fucking house in the woods or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
like this old ass motherfucker. Like that's what this sounds like. This sounds like at the end of all of it, you would find out like some old dude in a chair that turns around and he's like, "Ha ha ha! I used the perfect ploy to draw in the leftists. A black ethno state. Haha, it's what they want. It's what they've always wanted." You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
some dumb shit. It's some dumb shit that an old dude thinks that people want, right? Like it's some super racist shit that an old dude thinks that people want. Like
well, they've already been doxxed to like reveal what they're doing in the first stage. Like, these are the people who are famous for like the Anne Frank was a colonizing bitch or whatever meme.
yeah,
What?
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, did I miss something there?
Yep.
that's how you farm that clout. See, you just
nothing,
like pick
nothing
pick some-
important, I assure you.
You pick some motherfucker that really deserves it, that ain't never got it like she ought to get it, like fucking Anne Frank, and you fucking go in. That's how you farm that
that's-
clout on
That's what I think
Twitter.com.
of when I think of Anne Frank. She didn't get what she deserved.
People are afraid. People are afraid to question her. That's
Yeah.
why.
This is yeah, so that's one of their super hot takes to draw attention to themselves, because they're pulling it's literally like the Trump it's like the Trump meme, right? Because these are pure fucking hoteps. Okay?
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is real ass hotep shit.
Some serious hotep then.
Yeah. And there's I found it on Twitter, Black Hammer Times. You can find Ghazi, aka the Hotep Joker, who's just doing ridiculous performative shit. Talking about Anne Frank and the colonizer Jews, which, you know, it's always troublesome when somebody, like, their first thing to blame is the Jews.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying.
Because you could go in all on Israel like all day or whatever. If you want to be like mildly specific and put some effort in for 2 seconds, you could go ham on fucking but no, you didn't say that though. You said the colonizer Jew, which is a weird way to put it.
Right?
Weird
Yeah.
phrasing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Singular Jew.
Well,
always.
he uses Anne Frank as the example, but don't worry, he means all white female Jews are colonizers. Yeah. Fran Drescher, colonizer.
That's the first person I thought of, you
Yeah.
mind-reading fuck. God damn it, I thought of her colonizing some shit, getting off of a fucking galleon and planting a fucking flag in a fucking cocktail dress with giant hair. That's the first fucking thing I thought of. Get out of my fucking mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, Jesus Christ.
She colonized fucking Flushing, Queens.
Oh God, isn't real. That's what they
I'm
call
not-
Israel. Isn't real. That's awesome.
This is another voice I'm not doing. There's so many voices I'm not doing tonight. I'm not doing Fran colonizing Flushing because she's gonna have a show there one day. I'm not doing it. I'm not
Oh,
doing it.
dude, my Twitter wife responded to
Oh,
the Black
really?
Hammer. As a quick aside, yeah, my Twitter wife.
What was the take?
BHI, not Hebrew and not Israelite. Stop trying to be us. You suck at it.
Holy shit!
I'm telling you, Jess is fire. 10 out of 10. Just like Coffee Spoonie. I'm in love with that Jewish.
Back on the coffee spoonie.
I can't.
It's always gonna
Oh,
come around to the
God.
Coffee Spoonie.
It's locked. I tried to follow it, but it never responded. The
Yeah.
account, not the person. I'm not hitting the person.
I'm gonna add her, and I like when I get on Twitter ban, the very first thing I'm gonna do is add her and just be like, "This take is so awesome." I fucked with her the one time. I fucked with that as an aside. That random like Palestinian Holocaust, Palestinian genocide denier. I randomly fucked with her because I was like, "How do you mean we're not Jews?" And she kept telling me to read. She kept telling me to read the Word of God, but that she couldn't tell me what the Word of God was. And I was like, "Okay, so you didn't read it, but I'm supposed to."
She didn't do her homework.
Yeah, you're telling me to do the homework you didn't do, which is the peak of the fucking internet. And then I was just like, listen, I'm
You
married.
know Republicans can't read.
I'm like, I do love an abusive woman who tells me to do work that she cannot do herself or refuses to do herself. I love that, but I'm married, ma'am. Like,
Take it.
you can't flirt with me on here. I'm a married man. Just fucking with her then.
I guess that is like a weird thing about it is that you always that website you always have that weird dynamic where you're in some kind of dialectical area where you just don't give a fuck. You just really want to see whatever the wildest shit they'll say is.
Yeah.
And that seems to be always when they flip the lever to full serious.
Yeah.
And they're so hurt that you're not full serious. It's like, motherfucker, how can you be? The shit you just said is fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
From fucking number one.
The clown makeup is in my face this far away. The powder you use to whiten yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. But yeah, okay. So, like, the
They
Black
moved
Hammer
on.
people, what they've done is they're going to build Hammer City out in Colorado. And if you look at that art, first off, 2002, once it's CGI back,
Yeah.
let's face it, come on.
I thought it was RuneScape.
98
Well,
ahoy.
Minecraft.
if they can't build the actual one, they are going to build one on RuneScape. What's that? What's that? I'm hearing RuneScape was shut down. They are going to build one on
Second
WoW
Life.
Classic. Yeah,
Oh,
Second
WoW
Life. They're
Classic.
gonna build on Second Life.
Second Life and WoW Classic. Hammer City will live on. Pay for it. Oh my fucking god. All right. So anyway, right. This is the big plan. So now they have a three-pronged strategy. One is to say a ridiculously racist shit, and then to defend themselves. I haven't seen them do it yet, but I'm waiting for it. To defend themselves, to be like, essentially, they're like, now we have to claim to have all sorts of identity problems. And I'm like, so you're to say Anne Frank was a colonizer, and then you're gonna whip around and be like, listen, I toasted that, but I'm retarded.
Oh, that's the Alex Jones defense. They're
Yeah.
perfect. They've got it down perfect.
Yeah.
I'm playing a character.
Listen, I don't know if you know this. I'm kind of mentally deficient.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
kinda
know, I just-
retarded. Yep.
I'm playing a character who is awful at thinking.
I'm not
Yeah.
losing family
Shit
court.
at
I'm
it.
kind of retarded. Mhm. You wouldn't. You all watch the same movie I did. You wouldn't take a retarded man's kids from him, would you?
Did he really do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
I
yeah.
can't believe.
Do you understand?
My
Yeah.
favorite soundboard.
I'm not even shitting you though. Like there's a document outlining it because one of the Black Panther parties that exists, they went undercover in their group and were like, this is reactionary shit. This is not
Yeah.
revolutionary. And I love that the subtext is like you probably still can't trust Whitey, but you definitely can't trust this guy.
Yeah.
How could they tell?
But yeah, the third part of the plan was to garner sympathy from basically identity reductionists on the grounds that like they're retarded or they're mentally ill or they were beaten as children or something like that. So like basically trying to then flip it to use identity to wash away the fact that they're accountable for calling a 13-year-old Jewish girl from the 40s an aggressive colonizer and perpetrator of the Palestinian genocide, among
Once
other
again,
fantastic claims.
if she was just a little less aggressive about it, they wouldn't be calling her that.
Yeah.
It's like they put the names of a bunch of beloved historical figures in a fucking fishbowl. They just shook it around. They were like, "Oh yeah, boys, we fixing to go all in on Anne Frank." Like,
This'll get 'em. Shift
Like,
on the board. It's too rapid.
somebody look up whoever Anne Frank's bitch ass is. Like, it's about to get fucking rowdy. Like, I'm trying to, like, it could. There were a lot of names in that bowl that it could have been.
Yeah.
Like,
There's just a big they have a whole wall painted with chalkboard paint and they're all writing like names of Jewish people and they're like, all right, throw the darts. Spin them around 3 times and throw the darts and see where they land. All right, Brian Setzer drinks baby blood. Wait, Alex did that take. Hold on. Alex already did that take. We have to back that off. Shit.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, and that one too. Hang on.
Yeah. I kind of want to make a fake Twitter account to interact with them and just be like, did Anne Frank cause COVID-19?
yeah.
Did Anne Frank cause AIDS? I want to know I want to know her crimes. Like,
These are like right-wing alt history novels that you're just fucking bringing into existence by asking these questions.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the plot of a Kurt Schlichter novel.
the way, if you believe the Black Hammer Times, the way it goes is that Anne Frank was smuggled out after the war and sent to South America, and then funded by the CIA to conduct the Holocaust again.
This is like a
And
Book
then-
of Mormon type situation at this point. This is
Yeah.
like his fucking Second Testament of Jesus Christ situation.
Next thing you're gonna hear is that her and Klaus Barbie teamed up to seize Israel by force.
See, they just when you go too far into the new age conspiracies, it just becomes fascism.
They do.
Yeah.
They do, and they suck.
And they made that mistake.
Yeah, no shit.
They went from not trusting the government to right on with the Jews.
Okay, boys, our first stop is not trusting the white man. That seems logical. The next place we'll go anti-Semitism. We're gonna make it
The
big.
Jew.
baby.
Just
They
take the
did
whole-
they did use singular, right? They didn't even say Jews. The Jew, right?
No, they say
Singular
Jews.
Singular just sounds so
Well,
fucking
when
bad.
they say it's singular as a whole mass,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the Jews as a tumor, right?
right. That's the worst it can sound is singular. To me. I mean, I don't have any personal experience.
No, it's never good. It's already bad if you blame the Jews, but if you blame the Jew, come on.
Yeah.
That one.
But
I mean,
where does it count if you say the media Jew media? Is that one or plural? How does that work?
It's like the royal we.
I know for me media is mediums, but I don't know for them. Would they know that distinction?
I don't think they'd care so much. I think they're
Yeah,
more worried
but-
about attacking the Jews. Yeah.
Not very specific about their language, huh?
No.
Well,
not
I
at
can
all.
assure you, they did not think critically about it first.
Not think critically.
Not even a little bit.
Oh shit, Mallory,
Yes.
did you give that did you give your nice fellow that link, that Google Drive link?
I did. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to him.
Okay, you know what, that'll be good. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still kind of in business mindset. So I was
No,
like,
you're
I
good.
just better ask. Fuck it. Let's just talk business on the. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna have a sanguine business meeting the rest of the episode.
No, yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
still at pigs on human clothing.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I like to start every meeting. Obviously, just reminding you that
I'm
you're
still
all.
waiting for my trip to the HR department.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna call HR for mocking HR.
I want to start an insurrection.
Insert. Insert erection or
Little bit of both. A little bit of both.
okay.
Not gonna
Well,
lie.
well, listen. You know we're open here. You can do whatever you want, but just please don't actually do that on the podcast because we can't broadcast porn.
Damn it.
No.
We
I
can
know.
do whatever we want.
No, we really can't
I thought
actually.
This was America. I thought this was America.
Yeah, I thought this was America. Come on.
Where are my rights?
You know, on the Patreon episode, sure, anything goes. We can totally sit and review porno movies, but we
I
cannot
guess it does,
do
yeah.
it live. We cannot do it live.
I
on
suggest
Twitch.
Stormy Daniels.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Now, why would you suggest that?
Oh, we gotta learn the libs, right?
Because we were talking about before what a big hero she was.
Oh, man. Do you think
She's
she?
our savior.
Do you think
Yeah.
that's how she fucked Donald Trump? Oh, she must have been so unhappy.
Who's Tara Reid?
Who?
No, there are probably some very tasteful films that we could watch by Miss Daniels that
Uh,
anybody would really approve of, that probably are very like intersectional and multicultural. I bet like porn is wild now. Like porn is wild now. Like there's no way you could be as big of a porn actress as Stormy Daniels and not like totally have like everything. Like you'd have to be like so specific. Like you'd have to be like super specific, like on paper. Like if you were like some kind of racist or weirdo or whatever, like, you know, like there's no way that she would become like such a huge hero to like, you know, all of these very principled people.
They've
Listen.
got to have seen her work, honestly.
Yeah, they must have. I
You
mean,
know,
my God.
I'm just gonna put this out here, buddy, because you really have
That's
Stormy on
not
the
a
brain.
fandom.
She's not
Not a
offering.
fandom.
She's not offering a fucking fan service. So.
That is not a fandom I want to see.
And that is
Such a
not how
shame.
we're spending our Soros bucks.
We're not blowing it on that.
I still want my turn on the laser.
Jesus Christ! Again with the damn laser.
I just want a damn bidet.
I just want. How come the damn bidets ain't free?
A laser bidet?
Mr. Bernie
Oh.
Sanders, how come the damn bidets ain't damn free? Mr. Sanders, I'm just trying to wash my ass after I shit. After I go to Roger Stone's house and fuck his wife. How come the damn bidets ain't damn free?
I know that's a damn lie. You
How
must
you
have never
gonna
been to Roger's house because Roger has the finest bidet in all the land.
Oh,
It's the end of the world. The progressives found him empty.
what I used to do with Donald is Donald never paid to have sex with Stormy. What used to happen was I used to pay Stormy to have sex with me, and then I'd let Donald cuck me. It worked out because I didn't want him fucking my wife. He's so roly. You ever seen like a centipede's midsection? How it has the segments? That's kind of like him, just the fat folds.
He doesn't really fuck. He just kind of humps the air and makes choo-choo train noises. I don't know.
I'm the conductor. Call me the conductor.
He brings his own hat.
I'm
Did he
coming.
bring-
Conductor of the piss train.
Call me
Danny
the
Boy is
conductor.
into the chat.
That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm going to go into the tunnel, and he just hits her in the belly button.
He's probably one of those guys. He's probably a guy that does like going to the tunnel, like is his line.
Yeah.
How sleazy can you say woo woo?
Woo woo. Choo choo.
Oh God.
He puts on the he brings the. I can confirm that he brings the hat.
Thanks for doing the voice. Thanks for making it gross.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm going to
Yeah.
have nightmares about it.
That's right.
Made
I
it so
made
real.
You're welcome.
it. Folks,
Just-
folks, I just want you to know this. I had the lobster bites over at Long John Silver's. They're pretty good. Pretty good. I had those right after I had sex with Stormy Daniels. I made her call me the conductor. Sir, please stop talking about this. These sixth graders don't want to hear it. Stop that.
I
You
miss,
No,
damn
just-
slut.
I miss that when he used to
I'm
have to
just saying.
pretend to have like a normal guy meal at a shitty restaurant, and he would recall like one of the 3 times his flight was late over somewhere, and he had to eat it like a chain, and he would
Yeah.
like describe it in like vivid detail, like as if he, oh yes, Applebee's, yeah, yes, very good, pot stickers, yeah, like.
Have you ever heard of this chain penis bread? It's amazing. I love it.
It's
I-
organic.
Roger, I totally love it. I totally love it. We're gonna get some penis bread, and then I'm gonna go have sex with Stormy Daniels. I'm gonna make her call me the conductor. That's what I said to
Now-
Roger Stone. We didn't talk about committing any crimes. There's nothing criminal about hiring a porn star and letting me fuck her belly button.
Quick, it's pardon time.
libs-
Let me admit all the crimes.
The libs always say that I don't know it's not a vagina. I know it's not a vagina. I like to touch the vagina and fuck the belly button. Hey, you kids don't understand. One day, you're 12. You're looking very attractive. You're very good.
Oh.
Folks, they have
Yeah, you guys-
recordings. They have recordings, but it's nothing, folks. They have nothing on me. They have recordings of me and Roger just going, eh.
I gotta tell you, most of you in this class today, you're gonna grow up. Some of you are gonna be in beauty pageants, and I'm gonna run those pageants. I'm gonna peek on you while you're changing.
I'm gonna
date
be in
most of you.
charge.
Once you turn the age of consent, I'll date most of you.
It's just photos of like they had all those photos that they thought people were gonna give a shit, and I guess I did. Some people gave a shit. I was like, that's gross. I've never seen that before. But it's just photos of him like at a beauty pageant, like facing the cameraman and giving a thumbs up.
You
Like,
know,
don't fucking wink at everybody who will ever see this photo, you asshole. At least like stand off to the side or like.
Vanessa Trump, Kimberly Guilfoyle. I fucked them too. I taught Donald how to fuck. I showed him how to be the conductor. Roger was there.
He cut the whole thing.
He cut the whole thing.
He was doing this other thing, very nasty. He was doing, I don't know what it was. It was terrible.
Sir,
I said, that's
sir,
not how you do it, son.
sir, you're still at an elementary school, for fuck's sake. Don't talk like that to the children. Jesus goddamn Christ. What? I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
telling
but
you.
if they're so smart, why can't I fuck them?
Yeah, if they're so smart. If they're so goddamn smart, why can't I fuck them? Why are they running off to Black Hammer City, huh?
Oh,
That's a
God.
good point.
Why are they running
I
off to Black Hammer City? Why are they on the Venmo? Huh? Why are they
I
on the Venmo if they're that smart? Who cares? No one
I
will
don't
remember.
miss him. I don't miss him being president, but him not being able to post on a large platform is a fucking crime.
It is a fucking crime.
I miss those diseased, horrific posts. I miss that
They,
shit.
they fittingly had to put him into quarantine.
Yeah.
Did you hear what the Sanctus is trying to do in Florida?
Oh God, what?
It's trying to make it illegal for tech companies to ban politicians.
That's awesome.
But
The
fuck the
fucking
rest of us, right?
Well, I guess you'll be able to really speak your mind on like fucking GatorNet or fucking manatee.com or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I
quick,
guess you could
every
get that bill
communist-
retract.
Quick, every communist become a politician.
Yep.
Because that seems like his thing is like we're gonna do this in Florida and then everybody will want to do it, but like so far none of that like fucking ridiculous shit. Is it still one of the few states where you can just mow people down if they're obstructing
Stand
your
your ground.
way?
You mean all
No,
the
that's
states?
different.
I mean like in a car, like if you're trying to get to work because the economy's open, god damn it, and oh shit, somebody's blocking the road, like you can just fucking smash them. Did he
I
get that shit
assume
passed?
That's a Florida thing.
That sounds very Floridian.
You see what I'm saying is that he probably would try to, Kansas guy, Kobach, he probably would try to Kobach all this shit around everywhere and, get other people to adopt it, like those ridiculous anti-Muslim laws and bans and shit. But it doesn't seem like anybody's really taking the bait. I haven't heard of like, nationwide shit that was influenced by all this like psycho Florida legislation. But I'm sure that's what they fucking think. Make a huge show, reopen everything. And
It
fucking
influences Disney World.
yeah. You got that.
Folks, have you seen Ron's wife? Have you kids seen Ron's wife before? Oh, she's a dog. She looks like she's the negative version of Maria Bartiromo. And that's a real piece of ass. I want you to know though, I still fucked her. I did. Ron was watching, Roger was there, Don Jr. was there learning how to be the conductor, and I fucked her.
Learning how to be the conductor.
I definitely fucked
No,
her.
you
Then I fucked Ron.
the arm motion.
Dude.
The arm motion is more circular.
What
You
is
gotta
that?
you gotta bend the elbow.
No, I always forget what they call it, what the gays call it when you stick your penis in another man's small penis. I always forget that, but I fucked Ron too. I fucked him. It's not like
the chupacabra.
yeah, we call it the chupacabra. We did the chupacabra. I came inside Ron's balls. And I fucked Ron right in the balls. I'm going real vulgar tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Just as soon as I think of Trump, I think of weird, horrific sex acts.
As you should.
Yeah.
Put this man back on Twitter.
Yes,
I'll
please.
say,
Just to be like,
anybody,
Ron's a good
Folks,
guy. I
people
fucked
are.
him in the belly
folks,
button.
anybody I've had sex with will tell you this, and I've had sex with the best people, and they'll all tell you I'm an innovator sexually, folks.
I'm
And they come to me
I
and they
come up
say, sir.
Sir,
And they say, "Sir, Jesus Christ, you're in an elementary school."
sir, you make up a new
What?
thing to do every time you fuck. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I-
Sometimes.
No one has
I
ever done
imagine-
this before.
I imagine he looks like that Indian man that's contemplating when he was on Twitter.
Sometimes I like to dress up in one of them Indian outfits, not the big feather kind, but the dot kind, and
He's just so sad and lonely.
I like to put on one of those turbans they have and the diapers they wear, and then I like to call myself the yogi. I like to call myself Yogi Bear.
I am the yogi.
I like to call myself Yogi Bear. And then I treat the asses like picnic baskets. Roger loves that. Kid.
And don't ask where Boo Boo is.
Yeah, the boo boo's my penis. I say, hey, boo boo, you wanna?
Mr. President, sir, you're doing a boo-boo voice now because you only wanted to say picnic basket, sir.
Yeah.
You got there, sir, but it was such a long walk, Mr. President.
Did you have to ruin?
That's Sir,
Childhood
Mr.
icon.
President, picnic basket, sir.
Yeah, Melania's seen me do it. She knows. I don't know why she was so mad about the Stormy Daniels thing. I don't care if it violates a prenup or not. I don't care. She was there when I do the Yogi. She loves the Yogi Bear bit, don't you, honey?
The news, they said it was embarrassing for her. Do you think it was really embarrassing for her? Because I mean, like, historically speaking, it would be embarrassing for the first lady if the president was fucking pounding strange to the tune of 139K or whatever. Historically speaking, that would
But
be
yeah.
embarrassing for the first lady.
It's
Based on the amount of disgust on her face, she's probably like, good.
Yeah. She just
Yeah.
really seemed like, hey, it wasn't me that time.
Yeah.
Like,
At least.
a win for Melania. Like,
Win for Melania.
I admit
139K is nothing.
it's really
yeah.
not. That woman's
It's
plastic
really
surgery
not.
alone cost 150K minimum.
At least.
Yeah.
It's
Of
barely
course they.
the down payment on one boob.
Yeah. But they did good. They were good boobs. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a radical stance here. They were fine.
What characters from that season haven't been swept completely into the fucking dustbin of history at this point? Like,
All of them.
what fucking, like, who's left from Trump?
Fauci.
Yeah, Fauci somehow.
Yeah, that's weird.
Fauci, because the libs can't stop masturbating over the thought of that fucking Keebler elf.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Makes
say
me
that lady's
uncomfy.
name.
Right?
I'm not gonna say that one lady's name, but you guys know that lady's name.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck Dr. Fauci.
I'm going to fucking break him. I'm just
gonna fucking
fucking wreck him.
just post that at 12:45 p.m. on lunch break at the fucking receptionist's office next to the fucking Starbucks with the little pink sprinkles. She's like, I'm gonna fucking destroy Dr. Fauci.
Yeah. They they really do. I'll tell you what. I got my second vaccine shot on Friday, and I had a wonderful talk. Like my wife had asked me in line. She was like, "Do you think this is gonna go away?" And I said, honestly, it really depends on like it depends on the COVID variants, not so much COVID-19, like what we think of as the core disease, like the main 4 variants, but all the new ones that are coming out.
Right.
You know. And then there was this fucking libertarian ahead of me, and you know how I knew he was a libertarian immediately.
Oh, he'll tell you. Don't you worry.
Oh, he
It's like a
told-
vegan.
Here's how he tells me. All right,
Yeah,
he's
super fashy.
honest to fuck. He's like,
Stepping on in.
I hated Trump, but I hate Biden too. I'm not left or right. And then proceeded to tell me with a straight face that nothing Trump said was racist, but Biden was a racist. And I was like, well, you're half right.
Yeah.
You know, half of that's right.
Batting a solid 0.5 there, buddy.
That's pretty good for a professional batter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's solid.
You know, we have to get rid of those elites, the shadow government.
Yeah, that's the problem
okay.
with that.
Okay, yeah, billionaires. Let's get rid of them. No, I meant the Jews.
Yeah.
Oh Christ. Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. It made the line really, really fucked up because the guy in front of me was clearly a Biden guy. Like the guy in front of him was clearly a Biden guy. The guy in front of me was a libertarian, and we're all kind of like, yeah,
American mess.
And it's without fucking fail, he's like the libertarian's like, I fucking hate people who say it's fake. I'll tell you what, I had it, I gave it to my mother and almost killed my mother. It ain't fucking fake. And I was like, well, you learn by experience. How about that?
At least he shared.
Yeah, he shared and he learned. Good on him.
A little too late. Maybe you should have learned beforehand.
Yeah. If you had learned first time, this wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying. You're walking around with COVID and you're like, Mom, give me a hug and a mouth kiss.
It's not like the
We feel your dentures. When it's Mother's Day,
Oh
we
no.
gotta get something romantic in.
West Virginia Express.
That's Massachusetts, son.
They call it. I'm trying to think what they would call what Trump did to Chris Christie.
Oh,
It's just like
that's the New Jersey special. When you call a man fat and then fuck his
the New
belly
Jersey
button.
special.
That's the New Jersey special. You call him fat and you fuck his belly button while you're wearing a train conductor hat.
And then you fucking hug all over him and get COVID juice all over him while you're
Yeah.
all fucking totally sick. Put him in the fucking intensive care unit.
Dude,
Chris, come closer, Chris. I love you so much. I gotta tell you, I know they say we're Chris.
No, Chris. No, Chris, you know I don't like protection. Don't wear the mask. Don't wear the mask.
Chris,
Let me
where-
get the choo-choos
where you
all over
going?
you.
Chris, I'm only a little wet.
And we're
Chris,
about
you're
to
so
hit the
dry.
stop. I'm gonna let the passengers come out now.
Chris, just absorb some of my moisture.
Oh, God.
Oh. You know the Connecticut.
What is this, Come Town?
Yeah.
Release the jelly.
We really are vulgar tonight, more so than normal.
It's bad. It was a bad week. Like I say, every time I looked at anything that was fucking going on, I just like Ark of the Covenant, like looked away from my phone. I was like, oh.
Oh God, that's melting Nazis' faces.
Yeah.
I'm
Now you-
saying
now
Nazi
you
face
know.
melting keeps coming up.
Now
No
you know if you don't want vulgar, don't bring him up.
fact.
Yeah.
I can only do Trump as a sex pervert.
In my
Did I ever
distant memory.
Did I tell you when I gave some guy Rhode Island? I have one for every state. The why he's
I
fun.
make them up.
The
I
why
make them up, folks. I've made up so many. People tell me that no one's ever done this.
Yeah. They tell me all
Sometimes
the
they just
time.
make themselves.
What did they say to me? They say, "Dear God, you're a weirdo. Stop fixating on belly buttons." Wow.
She said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "This is a sex. I'm doing a sex to you. This is
Yeah.
what a sex is."
I
I
gotta
just
tell you,
made this up.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go to Black Hammer City and come up with that one. That's gonna be real fun. Spoiler.
I
Gonna have a
asked Stormy
conductor.
Daniels. I asked Stormy Daniels if she wanted to go to Black Hammer City with me, and she said no. I don't understand. I don't
I just-
understand.
I just wanted her to fucking black
A lot
guy.
of fun people in Black Hammer City.
She seemed like such a nice lady, and porn stars, they'll do anything. I don't understand.
Get up, everybody gotta move their feet. Get down, everybody gonna lose their seat. Bum, bum, ba, dum, bum. You gotta lose your mind in Black Hammer City.
Just.
Gotta go fucking nuts in Black Hammer City.
It was all good before they bombed it.
Yeah. I gotta tell you though.
But yeah,
I gotta tell you what I call an Anne Frank. That
Oh,
one's
God.
amazing. Yeah, you're on a train.
I feel Hitler coming on.
You're on a
Oh
train.
no.
You're on a train to Eastern Europe, right?
Oh God.
And then you Dutch oven.
You're heading from west to east. And that's when you fuck a child in their belly button while wearing a conductor's hat. Jesus Christ, sir, this is a fucking elementary school. You can't talk about fucking children. Shut up, Terry. They love it. Don't you love it, folks? You love me.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, thank God
really-
their parents are here.
They're
Their
leaving.
parents are
They're
clapping.
They're leaving to
never
go
f-
get more people.
I never, nobody on the left liked Trump, but I never felt worse for people that couldn't laugh about Trump.
Yeah.
Than when the Boy Scouts thing happened. Like
Oh, when he fucked all those
that-
Boy Scouts.
well, I mean the thing where he said the stuff to the Boy Scouts, not the part that happened afterwards.
Oh, when he talked about fucking Boy Scouts to the Boy Scouts. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I felt so bad. I was like, I had just like tears streaming down my face watching clips of it, and
Who
people
was
would be
this?
like,
This is America.
Donald Trump.
it was. Do you
Oh,
remember he did the
no.
thing? He
Yeah.
was supposed to be addressing. He was supposed to be addressing the Boy Scouts, and he somehow got like diverted onto like his youthful sexual escapades
Yeah.
in kind of like a wink and like elbow nudge to the crowd kind of way, like, you guys are doing this. I'm describing your lives or whatever kind of, and then told like a bunch of other weird stories too, like just really inappropriate shit to say to kids.
Yeah.
Like I watched it and just laughed with such joy and abandon. But people would see it, and I'd show it to people, and they'd be like, "Disgusting." And I'd be like, "You can't enjoy this."
I don't appreciate you laughing at me. All I told them was how many times when I was at the Boy Scouts as a 22-year-old camp counselor, and that I fucked the Boy Scouts. And I was just talking to them about things they could relate to, like getting fucked by the camp counselor.
Their
That's what I thought
pageants were not as good as the others.
No, the Boy Scout jamborees were nowhere near as good as the pageants. 0 out of 10. Those boys were ugly. I still
Folks,
fucked them.
why do
they
they-
were ugly?
Folks, why do they call it that if it's not about scouting boys? I was
Yeah.
scouting boys. I'm very good at it.
I was
Folks.
looking for ones out of Central
Some
Catholic.
say I'm the best at it.
I'm the best at it.
You
Hey,
gotta
like,
look at the butt.
the thing I really want to know is if Roger Stone has been cucked by Joe Biden.
Like,
That's
I'm
what I
trying
really
to
want to know.
picture-
Or was it Jill? Like, who cucked him in that family?
Oh, it has to have been Jill.
You think?
because they're doing the parties, and I'm trying to picture like Joe and Jill like at the house in like the 90s,
Yeah.
and like the phone's ringing, and he's like, "Oh, it's shit. It's Roger.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up or not."
Oh,
Like,
hey,
I'm trying
it's
to
my buddy
picture.
Roger. He's gonna come over. And
Maybe he does want to pick it up. I'm kind of picturing him being like, I don't want to take Dr. Jill to the sex party that all the politicians are at because Dr. Jill is going to have a
she's
super
more
good time,
popular
and
than me. She's
Right,
more popular
right.
than me. She's
and
hotter.
I'm
That's not
too
fair.
uptight.
That's not fair.
I'm too uptight. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm picturing him like being uptight about it, and then her like, if she found out, she would instantly want to go, and he knows that, and he's like, I don't know.
Oh, hey, I just got to go to this thing. Is it a Roger sex party? Damn it, I can't lie to her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring
it
the
is.
dog that bites people. Roger's into that. Bring the junkyard mud.
Bring the biting, shitting dog. Roger specifically requested.
Roger requested the Roddy this time. He said he's going to let that thing tear his ass up.
Just bring the oldest dog you got.
This old beaten Rottweiler.
Got no teeth left.
You notice how?
Roll.
Have you noticed we're no longer hearing about the Biden pets
Oh yeah.
after his dog mauled everybody in the White House?
Oh yeah. They killed that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we had to take the Roddy out and we shot him, and then I
Usually
let Hunter
they
shoot
like
him
the
second and third
dogs.
time. I got
Wasn't there discourse about them getting a cat or something instead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't.
guess less mauling that way, but
Well,
cat
me and-
scratch fever.
Me and Dan simultaneously made the noise when people are thinking of Jen Psaki. We were like, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. The same people you give a military, you wouldn't want to give a pet.
That's true. At least Biden's dog lived up to his military stances. Just relentlessly attack and lie about it. Okay, yes, there was a bombing. Yes, there was a bombing in an Afghan wedding. Yes, some might say that the bride and the groom and the wedding parties died. Some are saying that, but
And maybe 10 kids.
we think within a 10-mile radius there was a terrorist. So it works out. Somewhere around
Terrorist has a bad cough now.
the
Just 13
terrorist.
kids.
The dust kicked up gave the terrorist bronchitis, so we consider it a win. Operational success.
Okay, it was a whole clown party.
Okay, fine. We specifically targeted a wedding because we cell phone triangulated. But it's not like we wanted to kill, the bride and the groom and all the children there. Okay, fine.
doesn't-
Okay, fine.
All right, it has nothing to do with
Fine.
the fact that we weren't invited to the wedding. Okay,
Fine.
nothing to do with that.
Yes, we wanted to kill the children, but we're not. I don't.
Okay,
not
They
well, the whole,
they were almost terrorists. They were
Yeah,
like
okay.
one step away.
Yeah,
You
they
gotta
were a
figure.
year from being terrorists.
okay, it was a whole country.
After we killed their parents and after we killed their relatives and after we killed their uncle and aunt and after we killed their cousins, of course they're going to be terrorists. So we were just preventing
Yeah.
terrorism by killing children.
Yeah, they're just
God.
Thank God. I was worried.
And
I was
Frank
worried
makes
we were
sense
the
now.
bad guys.
Are we the
Thanks
villains,
for
though?
clearing that up for me.
Have you ever seen that sketch?
We the baddies.
Are we the baddies?
Oh, we have all the skulls on our uniforms. That's right. And we're the ones who are rounding up people and sending them to camps. That's right, too. Are we the bad guys?
Oh, that holds up.
Yeah, it does.
does. Didn't really have to exaggerate the logos or anything either. Pretty
No.
much just roll with the straight shit, pretty much.
Now it's just blue Punisher skulls.
I wish I could find it. I wish I could find it, right? There's this old fucking German sketch that absolutely blows my mind every time I think about it. I saw it like 4 or 5 times a couple years ago now, so I apologize. But basically, these two women are like at a German park, and they're like scoping out guys, and there's one really hot guy who starts flirting across the park with, like eyes and hands and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the one woman goes over and sits down and talks to him, and then she kind of chats him up, and they decide they're going to go on a date. And she leaves, right? And she goes back to her friend and she's like, "Do you get the date?" "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, good. Usually you just meet nothing but weirdos." She's like, "Yeah, I hope there's nothing wrong with him." And he stands up. He's been laying on like a Nazi flag as his beach towel.
Oh no.
Yeah. that one kills me every time because I feel like that's America. Like I really do. It's like, yeah, we look hot and sexy, but in reality, oh no, it's bad.
It's in there deep.
I
You see more and more guys like saying things and posting things that are about, merit and who's earned this and who's
Christ.
fucking worthy. I saw a guy say worthy earlier tonight about who can stay in longer on a fucking investment.
worthy about investments? Fuck them. Like
Yeah.
that is peak neoliberalism.
That,
Fucking.
that's natural
Yeah.
selection is the markets.
Was it Dogecoin?
Oh, it was.
Was it
it's gotta be
really?
Doge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elon.
Oh, Doge. What is it?
It's a coin. It's a
No,
Doge coin.
no, I mean, what is it with them and Doge? Like, what is that about?
Well, like I was
Meme
looking
coin.
around. Yeah, I was looking around,
Elon Musk said it was going to the moon, so I'm
Well,
taking it to the moon.
looking
Oh,
around
is
some
that where
pretty
that came from? I never
dark corners of the internet, and they were basically extrapolating someone's worthiness to acquire the spoils at the end of this long trial, based on whether or not they could afford to stay in. So,
Yeah.
it's true. I mean, you say Operation Paperclip to somebody and they're like, "So you mean to tell me that they brought physical Nazis back here and had them do Nazi stuff for the length of time that they were alive?" No, motherfucker. I'm telling you that they brought fascism back here in even greater volumes than it already fucking existed to the bone and the fucking blood roots of this country. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that they doubled down on fascism by importing a completely new nascent form of fascism that they found in Europe, motherfucker. I'm not telling you they brought 5 Nazis back here.
It's fucking. Well, what they did is how they created neoliberalism was functionally taking the old economic idea of libertarian austerity and marrying it to fascism.
Yeah.
Were you around when I detailed like how Ayn Rand links to like a fucking Mussolini?
Oh yeah.
I just thought it was the natural state of capitalism after a certain amount of time.
No, this is a new horrid thing. This is what happens when. What's the best way to explain it? This is what happens when liberalism has to defend itself from revolutionary tendency, so it produces fascism. But then the fascism fails because fascism is a fanatical religious devotion to capitalism, so it can't fucking sustain itself because if you're that fucking competitive, you have a death drive. You have to destroy, and eventually you're going to have to turn that violence inwards, or you're going to collapse. And what do? They all invariably A, turn the violence inwards, or B, collapsed. But
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some cases, look at Hitler. You know,
Yeah. Not even gonna hang out and watch this play out.
yeah, he wasn't going to trial. He had to, he had to do the final act of destruction. But
A final solution, if you will.
yeah, his
Yeah.
own final solution. That's the second. I'm just saying you can't keep calling it the final solution if you have to keep adding new final solutions. That's all I'm saying. But
It's pretty final as far as solutions go.
yeah, that one was the super final solution.
It's a very personal solution.
It did.
Super uber, super duper uber final.
People, yeah, people get pissed off when I say that I don't hate Hitler for everything because I really love his kill Hitler policy.
Yeah. It was good.
That policy rocks.
Yeah, that's a classic. Classic.
Yeah,
I
don't.
mean, a real dyed in the wool narcissist would have gone for, that last speech during the trial, but
Yeah.
he had some real imposter syndrome at the last second there. He showed he showed real restraint and I think an introvert quality that's very, very human.
I have no doubt in my mind that if he had survived, they would have tried to rehabilitate him in 10 years. I just have zero doubt in my mind. But
What do you mean? There's no clones of him running around here?
yeah. So what they did, all right, so again the dialectics, they worship capitalism in a religious sense, and then after the war, they had all these quote unquote assets that were basically left in the lap of Germany, which is a whole other thing. Or excuse me, left in the lap of South America and Germany, right? So our wealthy people decided to start trying to marry in elements of National Socialism with liberalism. And where you can't reconcile the two, guess which one they picked? And where you can reconcile the two, they produced a new thing. And this is where you get the birth of neoliberalism. It is a far right movement that masquerades as a leftist movement because, of course, it makes base appeal to identity, as any good fascist does.
Yeah.
And that's really what we have to dialectically overcome in this country to get proper, not only proper class thinking, but proper theories on the world and what's really the problem.
That is
I mean,
scarily on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hammer meet nail.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's not always just jokes about Donald Trump fucking Chris Christie in the belly button.
We like to teach here too.
Sometimes I do actually bother to wear my little doctorate fucking shit and go out and be Dr. Dan Cohen. Not often.
Well, maybe that sounds right. I mean, like I keep saying, every time that I tried to look at anything that was going on this week, I was just like, I can't fucking look at this. But it was in every situation, it was somebody was saying some type of pretty, some pretty fascist fucking shit. And it was all different, angles on it. It was like it was viewing it through, some kind of prism. Like, the Black Hammer guys, they said their thing, and the fucking the kids that are all in on altcoins were saying stuff like, I'm such a believer that I've, second mortgage on my house, and I'm fucking pushed all in the middle of the table, and please bless me, Elon Musk and shit. Like, it was some fucking creepy shit, man.
It is cult shit.
Talking about who's worthy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you don't take every asset out of your fucking US dollar and shove it into fucking altcoins right now, you don't fucking believe in Elon Musk, motherfucker. You're not gonna make it to Mars. You're not. We're gonna leave you on Earth with the rest of the non-believers.
You got me there. You caught me.
Found the capitalist.
When are you guys leaving?
Yeah. Please, no, stay. Please. As I'm shoving them in myself with a broom.
Just get in the rocket. Just get in the fucking rocket, Shinji.
No, they really, if we're gonna do this thing with these coins, right? There's always the early shocker with these fucking fake coins that they're not backed by the U.S. government. It's pure commodity, but the U.S. government doesn't back gold, and what they've been trying to do has been to emulate gold in a digital sense, so they can all go back to the gold rush.
Yes.
And they want to be bound to the gold standard. Like, that's, if you look at every piece of libertarian economics and you think like, Oh, they're talking about it as if there were a gold standard. They make perfect sense. The problem is we don't utilize a gold standard. They're trapped in 1880s economics. So these digital fucking currencies, these non-fungible tokens and shit like that, are ostensibly like they're meant to mimic things they can't participate in, but they fanatically economically believe, right?
To the point where they even refer to it as mining.
Yeah. Fuck.
Wow, I never made that connection.
Yeah.
God.
You Bitcoin mine. You're mining for gold. That's what they're doing. So when they talk about it, people
Fucking
are like,
God.
will these things always be around? Unfortunately, it's kind of pathetic that you have this digital fucking essentially fucking pan, and you're trying to panhandle fucking gold out of a computer.
So
Thanks,
when-
fucking muskrat.
Yeah.
So when they can't expand any further, they literally invent something new.
Well, that's the reason there's so many cryptocurrencies. They're emulating all the mineral markets.
Well, there's gold, there's silver.
Bingo. Bingo.
Copper, bronze, iron.
Yeah.
Doge.
Yeah.
You're not getting lumber. You just hang that up.
Yeah. But that's what they have to do to keep the new gold rush alive. And now they've essentially found a way to permanently have the precarity of the gold rush and the gold boom and bust exist on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
and then they're all acting shocked that the one that caught on was the money for you that hates money, fucking dog face, YOLO. They're acting shocked that that's the one that caught on. Like, okay.
Well, these currencies do serve beyond the devotion to the religious element. They do serve a very critical purpose.
Yeah, they are actually technically.
Yeah, they're really good for committing crimes.
Yeah, that's excellent for that.
Great
Wasn't
for
that what
drugs.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what Roger wanted from Greenberg and Gates for Roger to ask his pal to give them a pardon? He wanted $250K in Bitcoin, worth of Bitcoin.
Well, no, that's what he was offered. Cryptocurrency. As it turns out, it's a lot easier to commit crimes if you're doing it in this digitally, allegedly untraceable fucking chain, right? The only problem. Yeah, well, all you have to do is be able to associate the specific transaction with a specific user, and then suddenly you have irrefutable proof that you're guilty of a crime, right?
No, that's
Yeah.
crazy talk. That
Yeah.
that could never possibly happen.
But let's assume it could, right? Because if you
Because
can't associate the transaction, you can do all sorts of horrific shit, and it's not surprising that this is essentially a system that was built by some sort of bizarre Japanese fucking anarchist, anarcho-capitalist to be fair, right? And
Yeah.
that it is widely adopted by people interested in committing white-collar crimes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Pokemon card site that was also acting as a bank, quote unquote, for cryptocurrency?
No, I didn't see this.
Oh, yeah. With Bitcoin, when it first came out, there was this Pokemon card seller that was willing to act as a Bitcoin bank.
There you go.
And once it had amassed about 5 million US in Bitcoin, they shut down the site.
Well, he caught them all. He won. He was like, I caught them all.
He certainly did.
Go Pikachu.
I'm the best trainer.
And as we've seen in reality, what's the next thing? After you already got your white collar crimes going and you have way too much money, right? What's the next thing you do? Who else is Bitcoin good for? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you say it though? Because I'll say it.
Governments?
No, pedophiles.
No, pedophiles. Yeah, right. Sex crimes.
Yeah,
That's the next step.
that is the next logical step. Once you know that it's reliable for committing white collar crimes, suddenly you have this excellent resource that all these fucking dorks are mining for you while they're trying to fucking steal from each other. And you just casually scrape off some of it, and now suddenly you have an untraceable way to pay for all sorts of horrific sex acts against children. And lo and behold, look at all the freaks who are really interested in crypto. Matt fucking Gates, the Republican Party,
The dark net.
libertarians.
I think you mean the Family Values Party. Thank
Yeah. Bingo.
The return to tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna really
Not
fucking
everybody
blow your
likes
mind.
all this newfangled fucking old people.
Well, you ain't kidding.
It's terrible.
You think you're being funny, but where did they learn this shit? They learned all this type of money laundering and shit from the mafias they specifically hired to do all sorts of dirty shit back in the 50s. I'm certainly not going to accuse the mafia of being a shit ton of pedophiles. I think they were just into regular prostitution. But
Yeah.
if you're that kind of a pervert and you don't see it as any different than prostitution, it's not hard to emulate those tactics and get those results.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
it's the same maneuvering as far as that goes.
If that's your mindset, then the maneuvering's the same, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Ugh.
yeah, it's super fucked up. Like capitalism, I gotta say it again. I cannot stress this enough. Capitalism is the literal fucking worst at this point.
Yeah.
It's beyond belief. Every time you think you know, and it just keeps going. It just keeps
Like I looked at that shit for 2 seconds, and for every one post that I saw that sounded like a normal human that was like, I'm just been really broke and I'm just want to get into this coin thing and make some money. Can somebody help me make some money? For every one normal post, there was like 99 posts that were like, fucking, this is it. This is the fucking final movement to fucking overthrow the US dollar and make everything awesome, and we're all gonna have Lambos and fuck you, and like nobody can stop us. Like 99 out of 100 things that I fucking scrolled past in about 2 or 3 little thumb flicks were just like religious fervor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's only 2 settings, right? I don't understand what's happening, and I just recognize that people are making money. Please help me get in, and I'm all in.
I'm in control of this.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. If it's money, then you would want religious fervor because that's confidence, right?
Oh yeah. I guess that was their deal, was that you wouldn't want to not express confidence in it, because as we discussed on the episode where we covered the GameStop thing, as John and Dan mostly so handily explained, there was supposed to be this idea that you were confident in these things that you were investing in. You were sort of honestly backing these firms or companies or securities or whatever with your I believe in this.
When was this? The 50s?
Apparently. I believe it was a very long time ago at the inception of all this. But the fucking altcoins thing is the most extreme removal from that's possible. Even further than like purposefully doing a pump and dump on old GameStop. Like this is like building an industry just to do pump and dumps in. Just to like go on Twitter and be like, this is the coin for like, however long, and then dump that motherfucker. And then flip it to another one. This is the coin this week, like.
Yeah,
that's not Elon.
I always wondered where gamification was going to go and how egregious it can get. But
oh fuck yeah. Yeah, have you seen the little app is like a video game? Exactly.
Yeah. No, gamification of it was pretty much damned to ruin everything, because it removes the idea of community and it dissolves everything into a fucking competition, which is the perfect representation of the market through all of this, right? If you worship the market, you have to represent the market in every facet of your life, because what you are doing is you are filling the void. You are filling the void of nihilism with a new god.
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, well,
Money is not real.
oh, it's very
no money
real.
Is real.
I know.
It's as real as any other piece of money.
Yeah, it's very real. It just depends on what it will buy you. But yeah, it's overcoming the nihilism of the age, because that's the real trick to it. Everybody thinks we want to wallow in our own nihilism. We're all desperately trying to claw out of it. Because the true nihilist is a dead body. It's a body without any organs.
So they got nothing.
Well, what they have is game theory. What they have is marketizing everything and just worshiping the market, right? And that's what the problem with postmodernity is, because you already know. You already know how the sausage is being made. So you can't.
That's a sad way to live.
Yeah, you can't take it seriously, but that's why you gamify it. So even though you're not taking it seriously, you can still participate in it because you're doing it ironically. You're justifying yourself, right?
Have we had any cryptocurrency murders?
I don't think there are any that are known, but like, okay, like say you had a crypto wallet and it was full of a bunch of Bitcoin from like 2009 or whatever, or 2011 or whatever.
Oh, I mean, I guess you'd have to keep the 4 words.
Let's look. Let's find out any cryptocurrency crimes related to cryptocurrency besides pedophilia and drug trafficking.
Besides
I
the
would-
crimes allowed
Yeah.
by it.
And
I would
fraud.
say that
And
I would
fraud.
say that there have been, but they've gone unreported. Like,
Woman charged with attempted dark web murder for hire scheme.
okay,
Well,
alright.
that's different though. That's the
Yeah,
murder.
that's-
The murder was only facilitated by the crypto. It could have been any money.
Well,
I'm talking about like actual like give me your cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I want your fucking Coinbase password right now, you
Give me your
motherfucker.
coin, bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
cough it up.
if I take that, I got to offer this counter though. Like, what really is the difference between murder and murder for hire?
The plausible deniability.
Is it plausible if they found out?
I mean, if they found out, of course not. But if they didn't find out,
Well, that's kind of my point here. Like, yeah, you're still killing over fucking cryptocurrency, or you're using it as the medium to get a murder committed.
I'm just saying, people will murder you for a ham sandwich.
Yeah,
That's true.
If you're a real guy that really is looking at this like, I'm gonna do crimes with this, then you want all these different places to accept it, even beyond just, criminal enterprises.
I mean, they murdered
Because-
someone over a loose pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, oh yeah,
They-
for sure.
They fucking murdered Eric Garner over Lucy's.
Yeah. Overselling them one at a time.
Yeah, I was about to say we only do that to black people.
Which, quite frankly, is
Do
the
they,
service.
though? I mean, I feel like you haven't been keeping track.
That's true. It's not like I track all
Yeah.
cigarette-related murders.
You got me there.
Got your ass.
Just the ones the cops do.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the ones the cops do. Well,
I mean, you know them crackheads out there, right?
crackheads are a funny beast. They are a really
Crack is a
funny
hell
beast.
drug.
Drug is a
You
hell of a
can't-
crack.
You can't let a guy be out there selling Lucy's. Otherwise,
Hey
I
yo,
don't-
hey yo, what was that Republican who was like he came on Jimmy Fallon was like, yeah, I did crack.
it was probably Rob Ford.
Yeah, that
Wait.
had to have been the Canadian
Like,
governor,
my dude-
whoever
my
it is.
dude,
Didn't the DC mayor do a
you
shit
know,
ton of
you know,
crime?
just a little-
Oh, yeah.
no, yeah, he did. Yeah, fuck.
You know, we have the internet at our fingertips.
Let's really guess.
Google who did all that crack right fast.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Lindell
Who
and
did all
Hunter
that
Biden.
crack?
Oh yeah, I mean both
They
of
always
them.
gotta steal our shine, even crack.
Even crack.
I do autocompletes a lot for laughs. I wish I could think of a way to phrase that as an autocomplete. Hang on, let me try to think about it.
Well, while you're doing that, I just want to ask. I do want to ask you guys this very serious question. Where does crack fall on the things that rich white men have stolen from the blacks, vis-a-vis, like in relation to their dignity? Like, where does it fall? Is it
Dignity
above or-
over time, or just dignity in general?
Yeah, we'll say those two types of dignity that have been stolen are on two different levels. So where is crack? Is it between them?
Well, no, crack has no dignity.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
It's
Yeah.
pretty low there.
Mm,
It-
okay.
it's one of those few things that could turn a rich white person into a white trash.
Yeah.
If you do crack, kids, you'll be white trash in trouble.
Okay, so if you go over to our friendly DuckDuckGo, they're one step ahead of me. When you type "who smokes the most crack" into the search blank, all the suggestions disappear. So really, they're giving the game away by making that a sensitive phrase to search for. They're pretty much telling you all you need to know about their audience and what kind of fun they were having.
Okay.
That's a lot of crack.
Marion Barry, that's the motherfucker. Marion Barry,
Yeah.
Rob Ford.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Kaiser Family Foundation website provides in-depth information on key health policy issues, including adults who report smoking crack by race/ethnicity. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, you guys.
Hey.
They're doing a little bit of race science over here, I think.
Well, I thought I was doing crack the other day, but it turns out since I'm white passing it, it's not crack then.
Wait,
No,
you
that
mean,
was
you mean that wasn't
crank.
mothballs?
All this talk about crack is making me hungry for crack.
I'm telling you.
I can't hear this shit no more. Just really, I think let's all agree that crack is pretty cool and move on.
Yes, these people over at Drugs Forum agree in the post smoking advanced crack smoking techniques.
Oh,
They got
advanced.
techniques now?
Apparently so. I shouldn't have searched this. You were saying
Don't
well,
worry,
we all
you're
got the
It's less scary than some of the other things you've Google searched, I'm sure.
It is. Dan was like, "Well, we got the internet in the palm of our hands. Let's find out these answers." These
Let's
are
start
not good
aggressively
answers.
Googling crack.
These are bad answers when you aggressively Google crack. These are all the wrong answers.
How to do crack? Where
Did
to
we
get
find
crack.
out how many? Did we find out who smoked the most crack?
What?
It was Rob Ford.
It was
It
Rob
was
Ford.
definitely Rob Ford.
What is the best way to smoke crack on Quora?
Was it like a mountain? Crack mountain?
Yeah.
On
Don't
Quora.
use a pop can or marijuana paraphernalia with
Don't
ashes.
use a
These
pop
methods are a
can.
waste, and your rock will melt right through. A lot of people think one hit and the rock is through, but a 0.1 gram rock should yield a good 5-6 hits. Let me tell you, ellipsis. Yeah, I'm not going to click this and read what comes after the ellipsis.
Nothing about that was
You
untrue.
didn't even have to click it for that.
Apparently.
I didn't know they had to ration it like that. I thought they just just suck the whole thing up and call it a day. Like
Look,
This guy-
Gangsta times is tough, man.
This guy kind of sounds like an amateur.
apparently.
If he can't kill a tenth of a gram in more than 5 or 6 hits, this guy kind of sounds less like a pro and more like an amateur crack smoker.
No,
honestly.
it's the right track. I mean, that's what you should be
Listen,
doing.
I'm going to be clear. There is no such thing as an amateur crack smoker. You go pro instantly in that shit.
As a former crack smoker myself, I need you guys to stop impugning the good name of crack smokers everywhere.
They
I
smoke,
guess not.
they
I
smoke,
just
they
said
smoke
they're
crack.
very
They-
professional.
Yeah.
There's a
Experts in their
They
field.
smoke, they smoke
Yes.
crack. They smoke crack once, and they're like, "Okay, here's your mattress in an abandoned building."
It's the only way you can get a government subsidy in this fucking country at this point.
It's true. There's a lot worse things you could be at this point.
Well, I mean, do I have to say it again? Like, obviously. Jesus Christ, man, come on. You're comparing crack smokers to pedophiles and be like, I don't know which one's worse. Come on.
Yeah.
God, come on. What did crack smokers ever do?
Most crack smoked. Okay,
Robberies
let's
and
see.
assaults.
Steal your TV.
Yeah, robberies and assaults aside, they were just really cheap labor.
Yeah. That's if you do it right. What you do is you put it in a string in a little pouch, see? And then you put it on a stick, right? And then you kind of glue it to their back, and then you put a plow in front of them.
Oh, I think we just solved the labor shortage.
Mhm. Yeah, all these companies that are bitching about not being able to get workers. Have you thought about paying people in crack?
Have you offered crack?
What? I thought capitalism was full of innovation. How come a couple of commies can come up with a solution to the labor shortage, but you
See?
motherfuckers
So
can't?
hard.
Have you
Was it
considered-
hard at all?
Yeah. That one's going on that fucking Facebook post. I'm gonna add that there. I'm gonna go right to that guy's fucking. I'm gonna write to his shit too and be like, "Have you considered selling crack and hiring crackheads? Get innovative." I thought that's what capitalism was all about.
Think outside the box.
Yeah.
We're not sheeple. We
But
don't use secondhand knowledge.
DuckDuckGo.
think outside
DuckDuckGo
the
is-
box, but inside the rock.
And DuckDuckGo has got me blocked every way that I try to come at this. If you type "what kind of people smoke," you get autocompletes for what kind of people smoke pot, what kind of people smoke cigarettes, and what kind of pills do people smoke. But I guarantee you, as soon as I type the word crack, yep, all the suggestions disappeared. Wonder why that is.
You just start. You go CRA, and it's like, nope.
Nope. Nope.
Did you mean to say literally anything else by chance? Have you thought about not doing what you're about to do? Have you mulled it over?
But
You
they'll
should
let
Google something else.
they'll let the racists that use this have so much fun doing other shit though. Like, okay,
Yeah.
like if you type were any of the if you type were any of the, it says were any of the apostles black, were any of the Beatles Jews, and were any of the rioters armed. It says those three things.
All right, I'm gonna have some fun with this. Let's see what ready for this. Were any of the apostles Gentiles, married? Any of the disciples married? Any of the Bee Gees gay? Any of the founding fathers atheists?
You know who found this? You know who found were any of the at Skirt Vonnegut on Twitter? Found were any of the, and it's wild on Google. But like later that same night, we took its ass to DuckDuckGo, and so a lot of that writer shit is new. But Beatles Jews has been on there, and I think Bee Gees gay has been on there.
I also have. Funny enough, I have were any of the Bee Gees gay, number 1. Were any of the Bee Gees homosexuals, number 4.
So specific.
This is the people that use DuckDuckGo think about this shit and check up on it a lot.
Well, you got to remember, you can be gay, but not a homosexual.
What if you just put were there any gay?
Triple down on that gay whenever you go full on gay. You get the whole limp wrist. You start talking with a lisp. It's just, it goes everywhere, guys. It just goes everywhere.
Performative
All done. Yeah.
Okay. Were there any good Vikings?
Were there any good Vikings?
Were there any female samurai? Were there any good orcs in Lord of the Rings?
I got one for you. How to tell if you are Ashkenazi? How to tell if your dog is pregnant?
Okay, are Ashkenazi?
If you're Canadian Hotep.
Are there
No,
any?
dude.
Okay. Are there
as soon as you get to Ash K, all the fucking suggestions disappear.
Are there any? That's all survivors of the Holocaust and trillionaires, female need. That one's not so interesting. How to say "shut up" in Spanish? That's feel like that's connected to something. How to buy Dogecoin, SafeMood, Shiba Coin, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Okay. And last one, how to buy a house.
They're hedging their bets.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, ready? How to were any of the apostles black, married, bishops, baptized, Gentiles, were any of the Beatles?
Oh man, they got some fentanyl in my crack.
How to buy, how to
Come
sell.
on, man.
How to sell your soul. That was
easy.
fun.
That's a popular one.
Okay. Do communists use guns?
Do communists pay taxes, use money, celebrate? Oh, that's rock.
Oh, look at this shit.
Do Nazis live in the center of the earth?
No, come on. Do not
Do it. Do it and prove me.
It's the only thing.
It's the only fucking answer. Or the only fucking question.
So yes, Nazis do live in the center of the earth then.
Do fascists have to
Obviously.
be right wing? Do libertarians ever win? Wait. Okay, do Republicans. That one's boring. Do Democrats. That one's boring too. Want more government involvement. Who the fuck is asking that?
What about does Nancy Pelosi?
Does Nancy Pelosi
Own dominion.
husband own dominion does Nancy Pelosi wear? One of them.
Mine says, does Nancy Pelosi's carpet match the drapes? What is that?
Wait,
I don't know.
one of
What does
them.
that
I
mean?
swear to God, came up with does Nancy Pelosi wear a wig?
You know what that means.
Does Nancy Pelosi's house have walls?
How is that?
What does that mean?
Oh, that Walls one is actually a reference. So that one was like during the like election, the right wing loved to shout about how Nancy Pelosi and Bernie Sanders had walls around their houses to try and keep the peasantry out, basically.
Oh, because their house has walls. Because their house is
Yeah.
constructed like a normal house. They're
No,
clearly
no.
trying to
They
keep
mean
people
like
out.
they mean like an outer defensive wall.
Like
I don't think this
No,
is for
I remember
people-
that now, and there were some of them who took it to the extreme of does the house actually have walls to support it and constructually constitute a house?
Yo,
like a-
just type does and then
Yeah.
put a space and look what the top hit is.
I know dirty. Does anyone like Bernie Sanders come up? Does
Mine
size
just says-
matter?
Yeah, there you go.
that
We're
makes
looking
sense.
up
That's
where Matt
targeted
Gates lives.
advertising.
It definitely
makes
is.
sense.
I typed in does Matt Gates. It says where does Matt Gates live in Florida?
Holy shit, it's just like Dan said, they do want him to come through. They do want to be the victim. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to find his fucking house to take him their children. Holy shit.
Ooh, put does white.
Do whites. All right. Do white
know what to
age
come up with blacks.
faster. Boot run big. I don't know what that means. Do blacks ski?
No, statistically they don't.
Do they?
That sounds
Do
Actually, there's like here.
yeah.
sounds like the name of a movie that Mel Brooks pitched, but they wouldn't let him make.
What was it? I saw a list of like the whitest sports. Like something, I think it was like skeet shooting or something like that. Is like 99% white.
Oh yeah, ain't nobody
Like-
teaching.
Top 10 top sports white people excel in: archery, shooting, bowling, golf, NASCAR. I'm not kidding about this next one. Beer chugging,
Wait a minute.
swimming, boating, extreme sports, and number 10 is ice hockey.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
those all sound pretty white.
Beer chugging.
Beer
Hot
chugging.
dog eating.
Although, this came up. I'm going to show you guys this article, and I just want you to end the episode, I want you to describe the viewer without just telling them what it is. What came up right above number 6? Right above the beer chugging article. Just go ahead, take a moment, I'll wait. Just gonna wait a second here. It'll be under the NASCAR heading. It'll be the third picture down once you see it.
Oh my!
Does-
The kilo of cocaine stuffed in the wheel. Well, that's the only sentence I see. Jesus,
Does
that fucking photo.
This
Does
is not.
any-
This is not a safe link.
it looks?
Wow,
I'm.
that's serious business.
It's kind of breaking my brain here. Why you would use that particular object to weigh down the back end of the car?
And why would you need spinners that big?
It's cost effective.
Look at
Not
pi-
the spinners, the weighing down the back
No,
of the
I'm
car.
talking about picture number 3, right below the spinners that big.
I know. I'm just saying those
I,
are some spectacular spinners.
it's like a Saturday night at Roman Polanski's.
We'll just throw that in there, just to remind you what you're dealing with here.
Oh man, who is depressing? If you put who, it's just them asking who a bunch of celebrities are.
Yo, look at boating. Hey, yo, look at boating. Did you not see boating?
What does that have to do with boating?
That is tossed salad man.
Is that really?
I think it is.
Is that the dude who's like, I eat his ass with a little bit of jelly so I don't have to taste it?
I think it is.
Jesus Christ. No. You know who that's from Arrested Development. That's Joe Bluth.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
That's
You're
what
like,
I thought it looked like.
Dang it, we were we were gonna have that actor on as a guest next week. Now you said he looks like the Tusk.
The name of that JPEG, by the way, under the NASCAR heading is Kidnapped. Which,
Oh,
I mean, it's accurate, but it's also mortifying. You associate kidnapping with
Oh.
NASCAR.
So I guess on this list, but not mentioned, is just being an idiot.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not a sport. That's a way of life,
That's,
sir.
that's what they're implying with these pictures, right?
Yeah.
Like idiot trolling.
I'll tell you what. I want to end on this. So, like, have you all heard about Nick Land before?
No, who is that?
Okay. And stop me if you've heard this one before, but Nick Land is the father of accelerationism, which is the theory that if you put capitalism in the overdrive, all the contradictions will eventually just break the machine and it'll just go away on its own.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, he did it. He did a meth and became like a neo-Nazi.
Right. Okay, definitely.
Yeah, which is
That
the
checks
place
As
out.
one does.
as one does.
I imagine
As-
that's how one ascends into that.
As we've all done while doing math. We're no better
Just
than
a
Nick.
little.
But one of his theory is that the wealthiest in the country will become their own race of people based on their intelligence, and I defy anybody to validate that theory on the basis of the intelligence of the rich themselves. Exhibit A, I present to you again the choo-choo conductor. Exhibit
Yeah.
B, I present to you
Yeah.
the cuck man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they do evolve into their own separate species on the basis of interbreeding, they're going to be crawling around on all fours and getting hair in weird places. Like
Yeah.
we're going to be doing way better once that happens. So I hope Nick's right, frankly, because
They're gonna have backwards legs.
yeah, yeah, they're going to have insect legs. They're going to look. All
They
they're
look
going
like Xander.
You're gonna look at the fucking bug government on Rick and Morty is what they're gonna end up looking like.
It's all making sense now.
Yeah, that's true. You just gained 6 friends. Well, I don't know. Jesus hates everybody, so 5 friends and 1 Jesus.
I feel like that's so disingenuous of him. I feel like that's not the case. I feel like he definitely hates some people more than others.
Jesus Venezuela.
He just don't want to say it.
Yeah, he does hate whites.
Yeah, it was fun hanging
Yeah.
out with you. You know, like we have a show we do every week that you would probably be really funny on. Like
Oh,
if you
think so?
want. Yeah, like it's good. Like we tape it and then like they fucking polish it up like Dan does it. I don't know, production or something. They polish it all up. They polish it all up and they make it sound good and then like post it. And then, like I listen,
Wow.
There's
listened to it the
totally
next day.
editing and post.
Definitely not this show.
I want to
I listened
ask
to
you
it-
something again, True. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
When I go over the legal stuff in the production meetings, when I
Mm-hmm.
explain this to you repeatedly,
Mm-hmm.
do you actually like listen or read it or anything?
I mean, like, I'm there. I'm at those
Right.
meetings.
But
Yeah,
what
how
I'm,
much more do you want from us
What I'm
other than our
saying-
presence?
if I explain to you that we go live and stream, and that means we're doing a live broadcast, and that we don't tape it.
Look, I know you're on some weird religious like actualization kick about like we're alive, we're in the moment.
No.
And like I'm with it. Like I dig it, man. I do dig it. I'm not saying that I don't dig it. Like
No, we're
I
just
ordered the
now-
crystal pendant and everything.
We're just
See-
now a shadow government.
Well, I wish, but there's the thing again. You were there, right, when we explained to you that we hired the 7th son.
Yeah, like that totally I remember all of that. But like that's why I'm so excited. Like next time we do that ultra slick show that gets polished and edited and like that's why I say all that horrible shit. Like I know that you're just gonna cut it out and like make it sound like I didn't say all that horrible stuff. All those horrible cancelable things. Like I totally just cut loose, really.
Yeah.
Mallory, I'm very sorry. This is the level of professionalism you get on this show, however, and you will have to learn to adapt because, again,
I can do that.
I've explained to him several times that we broadcast live, not live to tape, not to tape. We broadcast live, and we explained to him
Whoa,
that
wait,
you know
there's an ape now?
What?
What was that about an ape?
Nothing about an ape.
Bathing ape.
Also, nothing about a tapeworm before that comes up. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Thank you. John understands.
No one wants a rape worm.
Oh.
Ooh, gosh. God.
A rape worm?
Ugh.
No, it's good. It's good. We do it on Fridays. You should totally come on it.
Description is
God damn it! Yet again.
like.
God
It's
damn.
like it's good. We'll do some of these autocomplete bits. Like not any of the ones that we did tonight. All the ones we looked up tonight were like racist as fuck. But like we'll do like some,
some like funny ones.
Yeah.
Actual humor.
Listen,
Might tell a joke. We might tell a joke.
Yeah, we've been known to tell a joke or two. All right, so with that, everybody, you can, thank you, guillotines. You can find us on Facebook.com/SoTrierCast, Twitch.tv/Sons of Trier, and that's TRIER. And you can find us on YouTube at the Sons of Trier. You can also find me to pester me once I'm out of Twitter jail at KetzerN. You can find True Horror at True Horror 69 to pester him, and please do explain to him. I don't know how, but explain to him that this is a live show. And you can find Mailery at MAEILLORY, and you should be following us so you can see our hot takes when we're not on the show because they get spicier. Spoiler alert.
They are very fun.
Yes, I also show a lot of tit.
And what was that about Patreon?
Not so much human tits, but I show a lot of tits.
Doing that?
What's that?
And what was that about Patreon? What was that?
Well, we're working on it. Again, we haven't actually launched yet. That's my big thing this week. We're gonna launch it because then we're gonna record the first Patreon episode. It'll be a whole thing. You can give us money, and then we'll give you behind the scenes access.
In that case, rescind that. This conversation never existed.
Well, it did now.
Again,
Thanks for
live.
doing that. So yeah, with that, America, you awful twisted freak. Have a good night.
I love you, America. Thank you.
You